is your girl Lee. Welcome to my channel if you're new, and if you aren't new, thank you so much for being a subscriber and welcome back. But before we get into this video, I am gonna need you to turn on that notification bell because we are dropping videos every week. So we have a lot of new videos coming up and I do not want any of you guys to miss it. And this video is a super interesting video because your girl has been on TikTok, and this video is dedicated to all of my TikTok followers that are interested about my pregnancy, because I'm not pregnant, about my past pregnancy, if that makes any sense, and about my pregnancy stories, because I have just been going on TikTok and talking about like afterbirth, like things that just happen to you after birth that nobody really talks about. And I've always wanted to share like afterbirth things that happen to you, and I kind of brought it to TikTok and it's been going viral. So I've been getting so many questions from you. So I've been getting so many questions from you guys just about pregnancy and even my reaction to how I found out I was pregnant. So I was like, you know what, let's go way back and let's do a story tell, but I'm also gonna do my makeup. So go get your popcorn because this video is gonna be super interesting and I'm so excited to share it with you guys. I don't know if I did something similar like this on my YouTube channel. I think I just talked about my labor and stuff like that, but I don't think I talked about my reaction. But basically, your girl was trying to have a hot girl summer, and then she found out she was pregnant. But we have a lot of interesting things happening before I found out I was pregnant. Everybody's reaction, my boyfriend's reaction, my mother's reaction, you know, everybody that's important in my life. So I figured let's just share it. So let's go back. Alright, so you guys, I cannot remember everything like in full details because I really wish I would have recorded everything that happened in my life. But let's go back to, okay, I'm gonna start off like this. During March in 2000 and what is it? I don't even know, 2016? No, my daughter was born. Sophia was born December 25th, right? 2017. Yeah, 2017, because the next month was going to be 2018, 19, 20. Yes. So I think March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Yeah, so around March. I know it was like around March or during the ending of March or maybe February. During the ending of February, do not know. I was feeling so many emotions in my body. And I just felt so drained. I felt like, I don't know, I just felt like my mind couldn't concentrate. I was feeling so weird about myself. And I ended up going, I just felt like I had like a bad presence on my body. I felt like something was happening. I didn't know what was about to happen. It was so weird. Like my intuition is just really crazy. Like the way my body is. I don't know if anybody has weird feelings like the way I do. But whatever. So sometimes I like to get my cards read. I like to go to like the tarot reading, whatever it's called, or like read my palm. And you guys don't know this feeling that I had. It was just like there's something's about to happen to my life. I do not know what it is. Please, can I just get answers? And I love answers, right? I'm not patient at all. So I was like, you know what? So I was already shopping. And I was like, you know what, there's like somebody outside, you know, one of those people that want to do like the palm reading. I was like, let me see. There's something about to happen to my life. I don't know what it is. And I was like, let me just, you know, there's this lady right here sitting down already. You know, she said $10 for reading. I was like, let's see what the hell she's going to say, because I know something's about to happen to my life, but I do not know what it is. So she just talked a lot. And then she flipped a card. I remember she flipped a card and it was a woman pregnant. And she said, you're going to have a baby. And I was like, what the hell is this woman talking about? I'm going to have a baby. And, you know, me and Justin, I was kind of, like, I kind of wanted, my baby daddy, I kind of wanted to, like, break up with him. But I wanted to break up with him for no reason. It was super weird. Like, I just had a lot of emotions already in my body. I think I wanted to break up with him because I said I want to focus on myself. And then she's like, you know, you're going to get pregnant. And I was like, what the hell is she talking about? She's like, yeah, you're going to have a baby. It's gonna be a boy, and like, I just freaked out. I freaked out. And I'm like, I'm freaking out already when she's saying that. And I left. Like, she wanted to tell me more things, but I left. And I was like, I hope I don't get pregnant. You know, I want to focus on myself. I want to, like, live my life. I want to do so many things. And I just had so many emotions. And I took out a lot of the anger on Justin. And I was like, Justin, I do not want to be with you anymore. I think that we should, like, go separate ways because I want to focus on myself. And everything was just so random. And he's like, what are you talking about? I was like, yeah, you know, I just want to break up with you. I don't want to be with you no more. And at that time, I was hanging out a lot. I was, like, going out to clubs. And I wanted to hang out with my friends. And I was kind of being selfish. Like, not selfish, but I just wanted to be on my own terms. Like, I was like, I've been with you already for almost 5 years. Like, I think maybe... We also had, like, a little bit of our own issues, but that's another story. And I was like, you know what? I kind of want to do my own thing. And he was just, like, very confused. He was like, what the hell is this girl just talking about out of nowhere? I don't know if it was just... Okay. So I had, like, basically a lot of emotions. I remember. 2 weeks later... like, literally a week I had told him that I wanted to break up with him. A week later, mind you, the woman said that I was gonna come out pregnant, and like months later, a week later, I found out I was pregnant. Okay, I found out I was pregnant because my period didn't come down at all. And usually I was like, you know what, maybe my period is just irregular. I thought I was irregular because I used to have an irregular period. So I was like, you know what, maybe my period is just taking really, really long. So then I used to go to therapy, like, for my back because I had, like, back issues. Like, I had got hit by a car a few years earlier before that. So I was like, you know what, let me do some exercise. So I was at therapy, and I usually always call my friends during, like, my therapy session for, you know, for my back. And then I told my friend, I was like, yo, I haven't got my period for so long. Like, what is going on? And she's like, just do a pregnancy test. I was like, I'm not pregnant. That I know I'm not pregnant. And she's like, you never know. Just get your pregnancy test done. And in my mind, I swear to you that I would never ever get pregnant. The pull-out game was always successful. And, you know, for Justin too, he would never thought that he would have had a kid at his age or whatever. So then she's like, just, is there a 99-cent store around you? And I was like, yeah, there's a 99-cent store right here. She's like, alright, so once you come out of therapy, just go to the 99-cent store, get a pregnancy test. She's like, those are the best ones. And I'm like, girl, what the hell are you talking about? Like, I'm not pregnant. So then she goes... So then I go get the pregnancy test at the 99-cent store. It was like a cheap one, like literally like $2 or something. And I was like, I know this thing is probably gonna say I'm not pregnant. I know it's gonna say I'm not pregnant. So then she's like, is there a bathroom around you? I was like, no, there's not a bathroom around me, but I'm close to 86th Street. You know, there's Centuries. That strip that I live on, like in Brooklyn. There's like 86th Street where there's a bunch of stores. So she's like, just go inside Centuries. So I was like, you know what? Let me go inside Centuries. Let me use the bathroom. Literally, I take the whole pregnancy test, go on the stool, I made a mess because I was so nervous. I was like, I know I'm not pregnant, girl. I know I'm not pregnant. But I had, like, this confidence, too, that I was not pregnant. So then she's like, just do it. So I did it. She's on, I think I hung up the phone. And, I don't know if she was still on the phone with me. I don't remember. I still remember what stool it was that I went to the bathroom when I went to Century 71 to find out. A few minutes later, as I'm waiting, I see the 2 lines that said I was pregnant. I freaked out. Oh my god, I freaked out. I almost threw up. I got so nervous. But then I was also like, you know what? This is a 99-cent this is a 99-cent, you know, pregnancy test. Most likely it's just fucking around with me. And she is like, so then I told her, and she's like, you're pregnant, that's it, like, you're pregnant. Those pregnancy tests do not lie. And I'm like, oh my god, Erica, it's a lie. So I bought more pregnancy tests, because at that time I was also working. I was working with kids, like in a daycare after school. So I walked to my job, and I bought a whole bunch of pregnancy tests with me. I bought maybe like 2 or 3 of them. I did not even pay attention to those poor kids that day. I was just so nervous. So then I just go straight to the bathroom, and I do another pregnancy test. came out positive. I bought an expensive one, came out positive. So they all came out positive. That day I was just like, what the hell is happening? Like, what is everybody's emotions gonna be like? Why is, oh my god, I was just had so many thoughts in my mind. I was like, why is this even happening to me? This is not supposed to happen to me. I'm not supposed to be pregnant. The woman, the horoscope, whatever, the Torah lady, whatever, that witch lady said that I'm supposed to come out pregnant, not now, but later on this year. Like, I'm supposed to have a baby later on this year. It's supposed to be a boy, not now, not now. And she was like, so then she's like, my friend goes, how are you gonna tell your mom? Like, are you gonna hide this? Like, what are you gonna do? And my first reaction was, I can't hide it from my mom. Like, no matter what you do, you cannot hide your pregnancy. I don't know, anybody that has hidden their pregnancy, you go girl, because I just couldn't hide mine. One, I had a close relationship with my mother, and I had a close relationship with everybody in my family, that it would be super weird just for me to hide things, because I do not hide anything. I'm so open. I'm just like very open with my life. So then I'm at work, not paying attention to any of these kids, just worried about what the hell am I gonna tell Justin? You know, Justin was still kind of young. We were both young at that time. We were only 22. Both of our mindsets, mind you, I wanted to break up with this kid because of my emotions. But in my head, I was like, maybe that's why I was just being so mean to him. You know, sometimes when you're pregnant, sometimes some people react different. Sometimes when you're pregnant, you don't like a certain person. And he was a person that I did not like during my pregnancy. I didn't like him. Not that I didn't like him, I just always had like, oh, you're annoying, like you annoy me. And it was just so weird, like, because he never did anything to me for me to feel the way I was feeling. So I was like, how the hell am I going to tell this kid? I want to break up with, we were already in bad terms. Like, how the hell am I going to tell him? And so then I come out of work, and I just was like, you know what, I'm just going to tell my mother, because there's no way, I need to talk to somebody. Like, you know, I'm going to talk to my mother about this. And also in my head, I was like, you know, she's also going to kill me. She's going to kill me. She's going to be so angry. You know, she's going to talk, you know, she's just going to talk so much crap to me. She's going to tell me how irresponsible I am, how, not that I can't have a baby, basically how irresponsible I kind of am. You know, I'm still young. I was still wanting to go out. And so I got home, and I'm just all worried already. And I see her, and I was like, you know, I have to talk to you. I have to tell you something. I don't even know how it happened. And I was just like, I have to, oh no, I think I told my sister first. I told my sister once I was in the house. I was like, yo, I just found out I'm pregnant. And she's like, how are you going to tell your mom? Like, how are you going to tell mommy? And I was like, I just have to tell her right now. There's no point. And I think my mom was in such, like, a good mood that I go to her, and I'm like, I have to tell you something. She's like, what is it? I was like, I'm pregnant. And, like, she just didn't look at me. She's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I am. This is a pregnancy test. And she goes to her room for, like, a few hours. I don't know what she did in her room. I don't know, maybe she was crying. To this day, I do not know what she did, what she was, like, her reaction. Like, maybe she did cry, but she didn't cry in front of me. So then I know that I'm outside, like, just getting some air in front of my stoop, and I'm just sitting down there, and she comes out, and she's like, you're gonna have this baby. You know, I'm here, I'm gonna help you. So I thought that she was really gonna be mad, and she's like, there's nothing that I can do, because you did that. You chose to, you know, you chose not to use protection. You've been with this kid already for so long. You've been with this kid for a while now. You know, he's not a bad kid. You guys are going to be responsible for this. And I'm like, I haven't even told him. He doesn't even know. So when I went to tell him, his reaction was totally different. Wasn't the same as my mom, because my mom was like, you know, you're not going to have an abortion. You're not going to abort this baby. You're going to, you know, I have you. You're going to do it. And I know that you don't want an abortion either, because that was something that I just couldn't do it. Like, I couldn't have an abortion. In my mind, I had so many thoughts. And I really thought that if I had an abortion, what if you know, what if God gave me this baby for a reason? What if this baby was meant for me? Or what if, like, I have an abortion and I can never have kids again? Like, I had so many thoughts, and I was like, you know, like, I was just thinking about stuff from the Bible too. And I'm not even that religious, but when I found out I was pregnant, I had so many, like, questions. I had, like, very, like, too many questions. So then I tell Justin, and the reaction was totally different. I can't have a baby right now. I'm sorry. Like, what the hell? We just broke up. Like, you have me, like, my emotions, like, you know, I had him, like, messed up. I was like, I just broke up with him, and then I find out I'm pregnant. And then he's like, what the hell is going on? Like, we're not gonna have a kid. Like, he's like, he said it. We're not gonna have a kid. That's it. We're not gonna have a kid. He's like, I'm not gonna have a kid. And I was like, you know what? You don't want to be in the life, then fine, whatever. But I know that Justin didn't mean it like that. I know that he meant it as in, like, I'm young, you're young, like, what are our lives gonna do? Plus, he was like, he's the only boy in his, like, from his mom. He doesn't have no brothers or sisters. Like, how is she gonna react? You know, he was thinking about his family too. And I know that he didn't mean for me to have an abortion. I know that he didn't mean that at all. It was just like what, like, any guys, I don't know, some guys that are just like, his reaction was just like, no, I just can't do it, basically, like, not right now. And I think that he was scared. That's what I think. Justin was scared. He was just scared. That's what my reaction, my thought to him, and I know deep inside that's what was bothering him. He was just scared. He didn't know how to be a father. Like, you know, this first time, he didn't know how to react. So I was like, I'm not gonna have an abortion. I'm gonna keep the baby. The next day I went to the hospital, and I was like, I'm gonna go to the doctors one more time, and I'm gonna get another clarification that says that I'm not pregnant, because I was just like, you know, I took 3 of these pregnancy tests. What if they're not real? But my mom was like, you know, you already took 3 of them. That's enough. You're pregnant. I was like, you know what? Let me just clarify one more time. I go to the doctors, and I do, like, the whole pregnancy test, and they're like, you're pregnant. So I took 4 pregnancy tests to make sure that I was not pregnant. That I was not pregnant, but everything came out positive. So I called Justin again, and I'm like, no, we're, like, you know, we're gonna have a kid. And he's like, girl, you really, like, I'm so young, like, you're so young, please just think about it. But I know that he was just really, really scared. I know that Justin was scared. He's like, my family, like, what are they gonna say? I was like, my family's okay right now. Everything's okay. Everybody's reaction has been well. And he's like, yeah, but what about my family now? Like, how do I tell my mother? How do I tell my dad? How do I tell everybody? And he's like, you're gonna need to tell my parents. And I'm like, I'm not telling your parents. Like, that's your parents. I already dealt with my parents. So I have to deal with your parents. And he's like, you have to tell my parents. So we waited. I think I waited like maybe like a month or a few weeks, or maybe like 2 weeks. I do not remember how long I waited to tell his mom, because I was like, you have to tell your mom. And he's like, I'm not gonna tell my mom. And he just kept saying, are you sure, like, you want to keep the baby? I'm like, yes, I'm sure. Like, and he's like, remember, like, so now our relationship was just like, it was just so confusing, because everything just happened fast, because, you know, I wanted to have my hot girl summer. I wanted to have, like, a hot girl summer. I wanted to do me. And then I find out I'm pregnant. And then we're like, okay, so what are we going to do? So then I was like, you know what, let's just, you know, we're going to work this out. We're going to have a kid. And he's like, girl, you sure? And I was like, yes. And I think what made him feel better was when I told his mom, because he was not going to tell his mother. So when I told his mother, I got on the phone. I was like, hey, blah, 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 you know, I'm pregnant. And I was just like, yo, this woman's most likely going to hate me, because she's just going to hate me right now. That was what I thought. I was like, oh my gosh, she's going to talk so much crap right now. But we've been together for so long, and our relationship was never bad. It was never a bad relationship. It was, you know, we had always a good relationship. And his mother's reaction was like calm. She was like, you know, I had Justin when I was young too. I had him when I was 8. I found out I was pregnant at 18. I gave birth at 19 or 20, something like that. And she's like, I've been there. She's like, are you just sure that you guys want to keep the baby? I just want to make sure. She's like, if you ever want to go, like, go to the clinic, I will go with you. And I was like, no, I'm sure that I want to keep this baby. And she's like, okay, how about Justin? I was like, Justin, he's just he's just scared. I know that's what it is deep down inside. And she goes, okay. So then Justin tells his dad, and he just feels so much better. Like, now everybody in the family is starting to know. And everybody's just happy. Like, he just, like, his whole I think he thought, like, his family was going to hate him, and his family was not going to. Everybody's reaction was, well, how do I say this? Like, I was really scared because I thought that he was going to leave me. I thought, like, I was going to need to do everything by myself. I thought that we were not going to be together. And we were both young. We were both trying to figure out what we wanted to do, because I was just starting my whole... Right now, at that time, everything was just kicking off with doing my makeup, starting my YouTube channel, being on Instagram. I was getting so many campaigns. I was working with so many brands. So everything was just kicking off. And that was another thing. My mom was like, so what are you going to do now? Like, you're not even in school. So I was not in school. I was just working part-time at, like, a daycare. And I was still doing YouTube. And she's like, what are you going to do? Like, now, what are your financial plans? Both of you guys. So that's what really scared me. And I was like, you know what? I am so passionate about, being a social media influencer. This is something that I dreamed about doing. Like, having a baby is not going to stop me at all. Justin was still working. Everything, like, he was financially good. But me, I was just like, I'm still going to work at this daycare until I give birth. But I'm also going to side hustle. I'm also going to do my social media. I think that everything's going to work out fine. Like, I just had this faith that I really had, like, this big faith that everything was going to be fine with me wanting to be an influencer. And I just told myself, like, having a baby is not going to stop me at all. It's not going to stop me at all. It's not going to stop me at all. That's the number one thing. So, you know how a lot of people treat their pregnancy like, oh my God, I'm pregnant. Like, oh, I'm so in love with this pregnancy. I didn't really do that too much because I didn't know how to react to my pregnancy still. It was my first time me being a mom, and it was just so unexpected. And I always had this plan of me getting married first, having a house and all these things, and then me getting pregnant. So we thought about, like, one time we sat down, we thought about it, we like, there's so many people right now trying to have kids. We got lucky, like, we're having a baby right now. But why did God give us a kid? Like, that was kind of our question. Like, there's so many people struggling right now, and I was like, I feel so bad for all of those people that are struggling to have kids. And so before I get into that, we had our reveal. And I thought that it was going to be a boy, remember, because that witch lady told me that it was going to be a boy. But it ended up being a girl. So his family was going crazy. My mother was so happy. Like, everybody was so happy. But I really, really wanted a boy. So bad. Like, I wanted a boy so bad. It was insane. I kind of cried when I found out it was a girl. I was like, I don't want a girl. I don't want a girl. I don't want a girl. Oh my God, I need to get my life together to have this girl. Oh my God, now I really have to be a role model. Or either way, I don't even know why I thought about that, but I was like really upset that I had a girl. That I cried to my mom. I was like, why am I having a girl? It's supposed to be a boy. But I think also it just happened because I thought about what that woman was saying. And then Justin's family was super, super happy. Everybody was happy because that was the first girl in his family. So, like, his whole family was crying. His mother was crying. His dad was happy. Everybody had, like, boys. So Sophia was the first girl. So, everything started getting smooth and stuff like that. But one time I had read that when a woman has a daughter, it's because it's time for her to get mature. And that really stood out to me the most. And I was like, you know what? It's time for me to get my shit together. Meaning, like, my goals. And I was like, I'm gonna do what I need to do for my daughter. And I'm just gonna be a role model to my daughter. I'm gonna be the best version that I can to her. Like, even after I give birth, I'm still gonna go out and go for my dreams. And that's basically still what I'm doing right now. I'm still like trying to get my stuff together. And I'm still trying to be a role model for Sophia. But it's so funny how life works, because I was really trying so hard to just go out and have a hot girl summer and all these things, and trying to go out to clubs, because like I said, I was like really going at that time. I was just going out to clubs, and I was just hanging out with too many people. And I had an influence of just people going out and stuff. I was just starting to hit like the clubs, like going to Midtown, going to the Meatpacking District. And I really liked that, and I was like, you know what, I could probably keep this lifestyle. I'm gonna be an Instagram baddie. And what happened? Your girl, God shut that shit down. He said that life was not meant for you. You gonna be a mother. That's what happened. Literally 2 weeks later. Kind of think about it, like what would have happened to my life if I didn't have Sophia? Like, I think that if I didn't have Sophia, I really think I would have been lost in life. So I really think that Sophia came to my life for a reason. Like, I really believe that she came to both me and Justin's life for a reason, because it also grew our relationship. Not saying that we ever had like a bad relationship, it just it got us together much closer. And I remember one time he asked me, he was like, if you didn't have Sophia, would you break up with me? And I was like, if I didn't have Sophia, I would have freaking, if I didn't find out I was pregnant, I would have freaking still had my hot girl summer. And to this day, I've never had a hot girl summer. And to this day, after I had Sophia, everything just went strictly like I just kept grinding. Like, to this day, I'm still chasing my dream, just to prove to her like anybody could do it. And I just didn't want to be that mom that says, oh, I held off on my dream because of you, like because I had a kid so young. But I knew what I think that I would have been so immature. Not immature, but I still think that I would just be really lost in life. That's what I really think would have happened to me. I think that I would just, not saying there's nothing wrong with going out, but I think that I would just be hanging around with the wrong people. Like, I would have gotten caught up in like something, and I probably most likely, I really don't know what would I be doing, but I know that I would be caught up with the wrong people. That for sure. With drama and just, yeah, I think I would be a hot mess, basically. Not a hot girl. I think I would have been a hot mess. Everything in life happens for a reason, and that is for sure. And I feel like after I had Sophia, like, I just gotten so many things done with my life that so when I found out I was pregnant, basically that's when I kept grinding. I was like, you know, I'm gonna be an influencer, I'm gonna be this, I'm gonna work with so many brands, I'm gonna have so many goals. I literally accomplished every single one of my goals. Very happy that Sophia has came into my life. Like, even though during the pregnancy not that I wasn't feeling it, I was just so lost, basically. I was just like, oh my god, like I had so many thoughts. Like, also I was so scared. I was also scared. Like, Justin was scared, I was scared. We were both very scared, but everything turned out so well for us. Sophia is literally the best person that's in our lives, in my mom's life, in his mother's life, in everybody's life. Like, Sophia's like the sweetest little girl I've ever met, even though she's a pain in the butt. But she is so smart. She's so loving. Like, she has so much love. Like, it's crazy. And her personality is just so wonderful. Like, she's really the best thing that has ever happened to me ever in my life. To me and her dad. So, you never know what happens to your life. You never know why people come into your life. You never know why certain things happen to you. Because I know that God said, bitch, you ain't having a motherfucking hot girl summer. Your ass is gonna be a mom. You're gonna get your shit together. And that's basically my story of how I found out I was pregnant, things that was happening in my life. You know, everybody's reaction, this story like I said, I'm very open with my life. So I would kind of love to bring Justin along and have his reaction, like from his personal side. But you know, I'm very happy that we both made it work, and I'm so happy that Sophia came into our lives. It could have like she just came at the perfect time of my life, because your girl was trying to be a wild girl, and gosh, you know, he was like, girl, you gotta take it easy. So that's what happened, and everything just worked out super, super, super well in my life. I'm very, very happy. And every time I say this story, I'm like, I kind of want to have another baby to see what my other pregnancy would be like, but that's gonna be that will be another long time from now. I will not have another kid anytime soon. We're waiting. There's a lot of things that I have to wait for. But yeah, I'm so happy that our lives, that, you know, me, Sophia, Justin, everything is super well with us. We just have like our own little family. It's super cute. Sophia is so funny. She's literally the best thing. Like she's kind of bad, but she's very, very funny. She's so energetic. She just brings so much like light into the room. So that's why I love her so much. And every time like I look at her, I hug her so much, because she doesn't know how much she means to me. Like she doesn't know that she came to my life when I needed her the most. So I love that, and I love how everything is going, and I love that I've always stuck to my goals. Even after I had her, I kept pushing myself and pushing myself, because I want her to see the best version of me, and I want to be the best version that I can to her, and I want her to know that like anything, like nothing's ever gonna stop her in her life, and nothing's ever gonna stop me. But yeah, I hope that you guys like my story. I would love to tell you guys more stories. Also, I hope you guys like this look. Super easy. If you guys haven't already, do not forget to subscribe. Leave some comments. If you came here from TikTok, please let me know what other videos you guys want me to do, because you guys have a bunch of requests, and you guys love my pregnancy stories about afterbirth. I have a lot of stories about afterbirth that I would love to share on here, even about like things that happen to the women's bodies. You guys love when I talk about that. If you guys here on YouTube haven't already, do not forget to like this video. That would mean a lot. Also turn on that notification bell, because we are dropping lots of videos. And just do not forget to subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.